Hello everyone. Today we're going to transform the way you see yourself and your future. This message is not really about money or success alone. It goes much deeper than that. It is about your mindset. The way you think shapes every part of your life. When your thoughts stay limited, your life also stays limited. But when your thinking becomes stronger and more confident, your life can expand beyond what once you believed possible. You do not need to come from a wealthy family. You do not need special connections, a perfect education, or someone's approval. What you truly need is the right mindset. And step by step, that is exactly what this message is here to help you develop. Let's speak honestly for a moment. Many people say they want a better life, yet they continue repeating the same routines every single day. They wait for the perfect opportunity, the perfect feeling, or the perfect situation before they begin. But that the perfect moment rarely arrives. Think about yesterday. Did your actions help you grow, or did they keep you standing in the same place? That is where the difference begins. Some people simply react to life while others decide to take charge of it. Real change begins with small choices, not dramatic overnight transformations. You do not need to rebuild your whole life today, but you must be willing to change something. The future you desire is built through everyday decisions, not through one big moment. People with a growth mindset think beyond survival. Limited thinking says, I only want enough to get by. I just need security. While that may sound practical, it often keeps people trapped in a small vision for their lives. A stronger mindset asks bigger questions. What kind of future can I create? What can I become? What impact can I make? Big dreams feel uncomfortable because they force you to grow. That discomfort is important. Small goals keep you where you are, but larger goals stretch your character and your abilities. Consider someone like Elon Musk. He did not aim to build something ordinary. He wanted to influence the future itself. Many people doubted him, laughed at him, and criticized his ideas. But he continued because his vision was greater than his fear. Most people avoid dreaming big because they fear failure or embarrassment. To feel safe, they reduce their goals. But smaller goals do not truly protect you. They only limit your potential. Strong-minded people take responsibility for their lives. That simply means understanding that your direction depends on your choices. It does not mean every problem is your fault, but it does mean your response is your responsibility. A weak mindset asks, why is this happening to me? A stronger mindset asks, what can I do next? The moment you blame everyone else, you hand away your power. The moment you take responsibility, you regain it. Two people can experience the same difficulty and end up with completely different outcomes. One complains, blames others, and remains stuck. The other learns, adapts, and keeps moving forward. That difference changes everything. Nobody is coming to completely rescue your life. At some point, you must decide to become the person who changes it. Growth does not appear only when conditions are perfect. It begins when you choose to use what you already have. If you keep waiting for more support, more money, more confidence, or better timing, you may wait forever. But once you decide to start with what is already in your hands, your life begins to move in a new direction. Now let's discuss discipline. Motivation may help you begin, but discipline is what keeps you moving when motivation disappears. Successful people do not wait until they feel ready or inspired. They act even when they are tired, uncomfortable, or uncertain. Discipline means doing what is necessary even when it is difficult. It means choosing long term progress instead of temporary comfort. Many people postpone their goals. They promise themselves they will begin tomorrow, but tomorrow keeps getting delayed. The problem is not always motivation. Often it's a lack of decision. Weak thinking follows emotion. Strong thinking follows purpose. Discipline works like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. In the beginning, it feels difficult, but eventually it becomes a source of strength. Think about Kobe Bryant. While others rested, he practiced. While others relaxed, he improved. He did not rely on feeling motivated every day. He committed himself to consistent work, and that consistency created greatness. Take a moment to think about your own habits. How much time do you spend scrolling on your phone each day? Maybe 3 hours, maybe 5, maybe even more. Now imagine using only part of that time to develop a skill, strengthen your body, improve your thinking, or learn something valuable like a language. Within a year, your entire life could begin to look different. But that kind of transformation requires discipline. It means reducing distractions, waking up with intention, and remaining consistent even when the process feels repetitive or difficult. That is where true growth begins. Discipline is not always about huge achievements. Often it appears in small daily choices. If you want better health, discipline means choosing healthier habits even when unhealthy choices feel easier. If you want to improve your English, discipline means practicing even on days when you feel lazy. If you want financial freedom, discipline means refusing unnecessary spending. It's not about perfection, it's about repeatedly making better choices. Here are a few simple ways to build stronger discipline. Start with one habit instead of trying to change your entire life overnight. Repeat that habit daily because consistency creates strength. Reduce distractions that steal your focus. Keep track of your progress so you can see your improvement. And most importantly, do not allow one bad day to become a permanent excuse. If you fall behind once, get back up quickly and continue moving forward. Success is often quieter than people imagine. It is waking up tired but continuing anyway. It is working while others waste time. It is choosing progress instead of comfort repeatedly. Many people believe success always feels exciting, but in reality, much of success comes from doing the work even when you do not feel inspired. That is discipline. You cannot control everything in life. You cannot control your past, the weather, or other people's actions. But you can control your habits, your decisions, and your attitude. That control becomes the bridge between where you are and where you want to go. Discipline moves your life forward. Without it, life often remains the same. Now let's move into another important subject: self-development. Successful people are not focused only on earning money. They are committed to growth. They continue learning, improving, and developing themselves every day. Self-development means strengthening your thinking, your skills, and your habits. It means reading, learning, practicing, and reflecting. not to become perfect, but to improve little by little. Many people stop learning once they leave school, but the people who continue learning keep progressing throughout life. Consider Warren Buffett. Even at an older age, he still spends large amounts of time reading because he understands that knowledge grows over time, just like investments do. A weak mindset says, I already know enough. A strong mindset says, there is always more to learn. When you stop growing mentally, your life also stops growing. But if you continue learning, even in small ways every day, new opportunities begin to appear. New knowledge creates new possibilities. New skills open doors that once seemed impossible. That is why self-development is not optional. It is necessary. Imagine someone trying to become fluent in English. Many people delay studying because they fear mistakes or compare themselves to others. They become discouraged and quit too early. But a stronger mindset takes a different approach. It says, I will practice every day. I will read simple material. I will make mistakes and improve from them. Over time, that consistency produces real growth. Not because the person is naturally smarter, but because they stayed committed. Growth is not something you practice occasionally. It is a daily decision. Every day you choose whether you will continue growing or remain the same. People who improve consistently understand that mistakes are part of learning rather than signs of failure. Your mind is like a garden. If you fill it with useful ideas, learning, and reflection, positive growth begins to appear in your life. But if you ignore your mind completely, negative habits begin growing on their own. Distractions, doubt, laziness, and fear can take over when left unchecked. Your mind is always growing something, so you must choose carefully what you feed it. If you want to begin improving yourself, keep it simple. Read a little every day. Practice one skill consistently. Write down what you learn and where you want to improve. Listen to educational or inspiring content while walking or resting. Most importantly, surround yourself with people and ideas that encourage growth. Small daily improvements may seem insignificant at first, but over time they can completely transform your future. Now let's talk about time, because time is your life. Every hour that passes is something you can never recover. Successful people understand this deeply. They organize their days carefully, focus on meaningful work, protect their energy from unnecessary distractions. They do not try to do everything. Instead, they focus on what truly matters. Many people lose control of their time without even noticing it. They wake up late, spend endless hours on social media, delay important tasks, and finish the day feeling busy but unproductive. Nothing truly changes because their energy is scattered. The truth is simple. If you do not manage your time intentionally, your time will manage you. Technology can either help you grow or slowly waste your life, depending on how you use it. Ask yourself honestly, how much of today was used wisely and how much was wasted? There are two ways to use time. You can spend it or you can invest it. Spending time often feels enjoyable in the moment, but creates little value later. Investing time may feel harder, but it builds your future. Complaining, endlessly scrolling, or avoiding important work waste time. Learning, practicing, creating, and improving yourself invest time. The difference may seem small today, but over the years, it completely changes your life. Managing time effectively starts with simple habits. Before sleeping, write down a few important tasks for the next day. This gives your mind direction. When you wake up, you already know what matters most. Focus on action that truly produce results instead of filling your day with meaningless activity. One focused hours can be more powerful than many distracted hours. Give specific tasks specific times, and learn to protect your attention from things that do not help your future. Now let's speak about failure. Everyone wants success, but very few people are willing to experience failure along the way. Failure feels painful. It can make you feel very bad, uncertain, and discouraged. That is why many people stop trying too early. But successful people see failure differently. They understand it is not the end of the journey. It is part of the learning process. Think about inventors and entrepreneurs like Thomas Edison and Jack Ma. They faced rejection and failure many times, but they refused to quit. They learned from their mistakes, adjusted their approach, and continued moving forward. Persistence, more than talent, is often what creates success. When you fail, do not panic. Instead, pause and reflect. Ask yourself what went wrong, what lesson can you learn, and what you can improve next time. Then continue moving forward one step at a time. You do not need to begin again from zero every time you struggle. You simply need to keep going. Now think about passion. Many people work only to survive, but stronger thinkers ask deeper questions. What am I naturally good at? What do I genuinely enjoy doing? When you work on something meaningful to you, you naturally give it more energy and effort. Over time, that effort becomes skill. But passion alone is not enough. Passion without discipline often fades quickly. When passion is combined with daily consistency, it turns into mastery. And when you become excellent at something valuable, people begin to recognize and appreciate that value. That is often how passion eventually becomes income. Look at successful creators and entrepreneurs. Their success did not appear overnight. They spent years learning, practicing, improving, and staying committed to their path. They focused on becoming excellent instead of chasing every trend. Finally, let's discuss visualization. Successful people do not only work hard physically, they also build a clear mental picture of the future they want. They imagine themselves growing, improving, and succeeding. This is not magic. Repeated thoughts influence belief, and belief influences action. When your mind begins believing something is possible, your behavior starts changing. You become more focused, confident, and consistent. There is a powerful idea worth remembering. Everything is created twice. First in the mind, then in reality. Every business, invention, achievement, or goal begins as an idea before it becomes real. If you never think clearly about your future, you will spend most of your life reacting instead of creating. But when you begin imagining your future intentionally, you start taking ownership of your direction. Many successful people practice this kind of thinking. Muhammad Ali declared he was the greatest before the world believed it. Jim Carrey famously wrote himself a large check long before achieving fame. Oprah Winfrey believed in her future long before others recognized her potential. These examples show the power of belief combined with action. Most people only believe in what they currently see. Strong thinkers believe in who they can become. They understand that their present situation does not have to define their future forever. If you want to practice visualization, keep it simple. Spend a few hours a day imagining the person you want to become and the life you want to create. Picture yourself improving, succeeding, and growing. Feel those emotions deeply. But remember, visualization alone is not enough. It must be followed by action. First you imagine, then you believe, and finally you work toward it consistently. If you cannot picture something in your mind, it becomes difficult to build it in reality. But if you can clearly see your direction and continue taking small steps every day, your life will slowly begin moving toward that vision. Your mind is powerful, so use it intentionally. Start today. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop believing someone else will completely change your life for you. You already possess potential inside you. What matters now is action. Continue learning, continue practicing, continue growing, and most importantly, keep moving forward.